What is up, guys? Adam here, and in today's video I am super excited to teach you guys a detailed process on repacking your two-stroke silencer. So not only are we going to be going into detail on how to repack your two-stroke silencer, but I'm also going to go into a little bit of why it is a good idea to repack the silencer. And also, if you guys entered that powder coating giveaway I had in the last video, at the end of this video I will be going into who won that. Alright guys, enough talking here. I'm going to go ahead and flip this camera around and let's get to work on that two-stroke silencer. So what we have here is the two-stroke silencer off my CR125 build that I'll be using on the trail, some two-stroke silencer packing, and then some Honda Bond high-temp silicone. Then the tools we'll need are going to be scissors, masking tape, a rubber mallet, and then a set of Allens here and some degreaser. So to start the disassembly, we'll actually be working from the back of the silencer, so closer to your engine. If you wanted to try and disassemble from the front, you can't on these turbine cores because they have it riveted in because they don't want you to tamper with the spark arrestor. So I'll start from the back here, and it's just going to be a 4mm Allen wrench to take it off. And then how you want to remove the core and the packing from the silencer body is just to take a rubber mallet and bang on your two mounting spots here, and eventually that silencer will pop off of there. So now that we have it this far, we can go ahead and remove the silencer core from the silencer body here. And you can see this packing was absolutely soaked in carbon, so it's definitely a good idea that we went ahead and replaced this on this bike. If you guys don't have a parts washer, you can go ahead and clean this up with the degreaser. It'll do the same thing, but I'm going to go ahead and throw this in the parts washer since it'll make my life a little bit easier. I don't repack my silencers very often. I probably do it every season or so, or if I get a new bike that hasn't been taken care of very well. But it definitely, for a trail bike, you'll want to do it because the bike will get super loud. And you want to do it on your MX bikes too because it does improve performance when there's a fresh packing in there. And if we look into the turbine core 2 silencer, it's hard for you guys to see this, but down in here we actually have the spark arrestor. So on a normal silencer we wouldn't have a spark arrestor down there for a race bike, but since I'm going to be using this bike on the trails, sometimes I want to have a silencer with a spark arrestor in it because that is state law. Normally I'd like to service that, but because FMF has made it so that you can't tamper with it, because they have it riveted in there, I'll go ahead and hold off on servicing that. I'll just clean out this area in here. And how I'm going to clean this is just with degreaser, and then I'll work a towel down in there to get out all the carbon. And also you'll want to make sure that when you're cleaning it to remove the old silicone sealant that kind of lines around here. So this should come off pretty easy with some degreaser, but you might need to use a gasket scraper on it. And now that we got that all clean, I'll go ahead and measure my core to figure out how much packing I need to cut. So it looks about 8 3/4 inches. FMF has a packing they sell on their website, but I'm just using a generic one from my local dealership that they sold me. It really doesn't matter when it comes to two-stroke packing where you get it from, as long as it's meant for a two-stroke and not a four-stroke. Now I'll just take the measuring tape and measure out 8 3/4 inches on 3 different spots on our two-stroke packing here. You will want to wear gloves when you do this because this is made out of fiberglass and you don't want that getting all over your hands and cutting yourself potentially. And then I'll just cut this with scissors and it'll cut really easy. Then as we go to roll this up, I'll just kind of roll it up. Think like when you're rolling up a sleeping bag, you just kind of want to roll it over itself. It doesn't need to be super tight, but you want it tight enough to where it'll compress into your silencer. Then we'll go ahead and slide it down into your end piece here all the way. If you needed some masking tape to get it in there all the way, this is a place where that would help. In this case, I didn't really need any masking tape, and then I'll go ahead and begin to slide it into the silencer. There is a hole in there down by the spark arrestor that you do need to line it up with. And then I'll take some Honda Bond high temp silicone and work it all the way around the pipe that meets up with the silencer. And after it's all the way around, I'll spread it out just to make sure there's no air leaks in it or anywhere where anything could leak out of this after I put it together. And after you have your silicone spread out all the way, you can go ahead and press this piece in there. Can be pretty stiff, so you may have to put it upright to get some more leverage, and if that isn't working for you, you can always take your rubber mallet again and just tap it in there the rest of the way. Then after we get it in there all the way and our bolt holes are lined up, we'll take some medium strength Loctite and put it on our fasteners here, and then we'll go ahead and install them. There's no need to do this super tight or anything, just get it in there snug. If you went too tight, you could warp the silencer body. And after they're all installed, I'll take some degreaser and make sure to clean off all the silicone remaining around the end of the silencer here. And after you finish wiping your silencer clean, that'll finish the quick and easy process of repacking a two-stroke silencer. Okay guys, if you enjoyed today's video or you learned something new, go ahead and hit that like button for me. It really helps me keep these videos coming for you guys, and I appreciate your guys' support. Also guys, I'm really curious how often you guys repack your silencers, so let me know down in the comments. And as far as the giveaway goes, I did a random comment selector, and Zach Walls was the winner of the giveaway, so I will be in contact with you, man. Congrats on winning, and we'll get your spring powder coated for you. If you guys didn't win this giveaway, as the build series goes on, I'm going to be doing a few more giveaways, so you guys still have a really good chance of winning stuff, so stay tuned for that. And while we're on the topic of the build series, I know you guys are really eager for me to start putting the CR125 back together, and I promise we are really close to doing that, 1 to 2 videos out. So stay tuned to early next week for the next video. Have a good week, and I'll see you next time.